What is going on, you guys? Happy Wednesday now. We switched to Wednesday night because of my work schedule. So our pay period ends kind of in the middle of the week. So Monday and Tuesday is like work really hard day. So we're moving it to Wednesday night so that I don't have to rush home and try to set this up and mess anything up or anything like that, or miss it like I did a couple weeks ago and have Danny and them on here talking about ditch fishing. So we're on here tonight. It's Wednesday. We got my friend Andrew Blair from Tactical Fishing Company, and we're just going to talk kayak fishing, content, and whatever else comes up with you guys in the chat. So, Andrew, what's up? What's going on?
Man, same. You know the deal. Just I see John's in the chat. I see FaZe, Steve, everybody. What's up, guys? Just trying to enjoy this South Carolina weather. We had 80 degrees this past weekend. We went out kayak fishing and Chris put a little hurting on me. And now we got 30 degrees outside and same old deal, just fishing and making baits and making stupid skits on Facebook.
It was cold and windy here today. It was really windy.
Yeah, that's here. It's going to be, the next week is looking to be not a kayak friendly weather forecast. You got middle of the day, 20, 25 mile an hour winds. So,
What's up, John?
there's a lot of, see, it's nice. I can see the chat in this one. Awesome. I already like it. Took a while to get set up. I was freaking out before, Alex knows.
Yeah, we barely made it in time. So I was looking at the weather for this weekend, and I know it's going to be cold, but the wind didn't look too bad, so I'm probably going to... It's been 2 weeks since I've been on the water, and it's killing me. I'm dying without it. So
look,
there.
you got some tournaments. Did you sign up for the Carolina Yak? For the individuals in here that are in Georgia?
Yeah.
A friend of ours, Caleb Acosta, runs a local club, Carolina Yak Anglers, and he opened it to the state of Georgia. If you guys want another monthly kayak tournament to enter, so you can reach out to me or Alex about it. But it's pretty fun. I know you're in our monthly internal for TFC.
Yeah, I signed up for the February with Caleb.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
We're gonna give it a shot, see what happens. I'm gonna do that no limit day too, and fish Lanier for that. What's up, John? Steven?
So, you're talking about his no limit?
Yeah, he opened Lake Lanier, so I'm gonna fish that too. Why not, man? Support the homies, you know?
Oh yeah. No, man, it's just, for those everybody in here, we pretty much know they kayak fish, and the more trails there are, you can double, triple dip, especially like the native no limit coming here to Santee. There's other events tagged up with it. So,
yeah,
it's a good opportunity to try to pull a little paycheck or just have fun.
Yeah. I mean, if you typically, the people that double dip and finish at the top are finishing across the top. Like most of the people at the top are all double dipping. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
you can
some of the pay-ins, especially for the kayak events, are not very expensive, right? You're looking 30 to max $100, right, for some of these events that are non national trails like the no limit. But it's, might as well, because I mean the thing is, if you catch, like the other day, right, we went out, Chris caught a 22 and a half and a 22 and a quarter, and then I caught a 22.75, all within an hour, right? And we were even joking, like, man, if this was the no limit, Chris probably would have taken the 7 a.m. and I would have taken the 8 a.m. You know what I mean? So like, you never know. You might as well dip into something else, because you could, if you're not in it for the money, it's fine. But if you want to try to catch a little check, then yeah, Chris is laughing. I was a sad boy. I was sitting right next to him catching pickerel. This dude's slinging big fish. I was like, oh, he's about to drag me in our tournament. And then I made up for it a little bit. But no, Thad, I'm not taking the hat off. I'll blind you. I got lights, right? So
you got some changes coming your way, huh? Pretty soon. This week, next, something like
talking
that.
about yeah. So most of you guys know we're working with Relax Retreat here on Santee Cooper, and they are Big Adventures specific, bona fide native. They don't have any liquid logic, right? But So I jumped back into a PWR 129 from Bonafide because I had that boat in Maryland. So all the fishing I did in Maryland, whether it be river, smallmouth, or snakehead, it excelled in shallow water, right? Well, I'm fishing, shush, Steve. He's already booing. So after fishing here more and just being in a little more open water, I need more room, right? So demo tested the Titan. Well, you guys saw I got skull dragged for my review on the hammer, but the hammer was what I tested first. Wasn't too pleased with it compared to, yep. So I decided to copy Thad, the Titan. So we'll be picking that up next week and listing the PWR for a new home the day I pick it up and swap everything over. So, yep. I never thought I'd be in a native, but here we go.
Yeah, I know, right? We're the minority in the group, and now native is taking over. Everybody's on a native.
I know. PWR snob checking in for duty. I wouldn't call PWR like a snob kayak. That's more like, you know, middle that think they're snobby, but they're not quite there yet, you know?
That Titan really is, though, because I've been on one too, man, and they are. It's an amazing kayak. it's an amazing platform.
Well, you know, a lot of these kayaks have different purposes, right? And that's the thing that Steve's joking right now, sort of, but like a lot of the things, no, Steve, I'm not going back to a Hobie. I had a PA-12. A lot of your fishing, right? And for anybody that's in here that can comment on this, like as you start fishing different techniques and different fisheries and or move, right? Like your needs are going to change for what you require out of a kayak. So if I was fishing linear, that's a lot deeper. You know, I'd maybe want something that is more capable of handling rougher water with more electronics. You know, but when we were snakehead fishing, I saw Jack in here earlier and he can talk to this. You really don't have any of that. You just need a stable, fast boat to get where you're going. You can stand up and fish if you need to, but you're in hydrilla 90% of the time or on grass. So primary stability isn't really your thing. You have the hydrilla to cushion your primary. So moving here, I'm fishing deeper, still not cheating yet. Occasionally I'm going to maybe look into learning how to cheat like that and all you guys, but the Titan was like, it blew me away right out the gate. Paddles better than the XTR for a big boat, right? Why did I go Titan over XTR? Well, and you know, Caleb Acosta can speak to this. The gunnels on the XTR are super shallow. So when you're out in deep water and you have weight coming over, you're moving through current, it will come onto the deck of the kayak. It's a lot more open. You can lose gear, lose fish easier on it. So I wanted to copy Thad. That's why I did it. I'm just going to be honest. Could you flip and pitch? Yes. Oh God, it's Chris. I'm not even going to answer him. He already knows. Trap, don't. No. I would like to know why he said it's a trap. But yeah, no. So I mean, I've tested a lot of boats. You guys that follow me know I'll go and flip them and play with them. Alex, you know how I am with rigging. We all are like super into efficient rigging, right? And it made sense. So
I like them, man. The stability, it's a perfect lake boat, in my opinion. It's great for the big lakes, and I'm a lot lighter than you are, maybe a little bit, anyways. And man, just like leaning over on that thing, you can feel it pushing back up on you.
Yep. Yeah, and it's funny you say that because that's like one of the first things I tested. Like your primary goes into secondary quick and it ricochets you back.
Yep.
And I'm 6'2", 255, right? And I'm a bigger guy. I have bad back problems, and moving around and doing basic maneuvers in the Titan was so much easier than the PWR. Not saying the PWR is bad. I love that kayak. It's just for me, what I want now is I don't care how heavy it is. Once I get it on the water, I need a caddy, right? Like I don't need a sports car. I want the Cadillac. PWR almost XTR needed something to handle 2 motors, stand and fish, and hold all tackle. Yeah, I mean the PWR is great. It is. So, oh, there's Roy. What's up, Roy?
Yeah, we know each other.
He is fat shaming. No, he's not. I'm fat shaming myself. I have to go on a diet. The easiest way to get faster in a kayak is to cut weight. So just a tip.
Andrew's used kayaks.
Yeah, I need to start. I'm just so, and it's funny because like I was talking to Jack, if he's still in here, about this. Like I legitimately just like rigging. I think that's my problem, is like once I build something and it's done, I need to build something else. And
Yeah,
like for me, I don't have the space to store, because if I could, I would have like one for every need built out, but I just don't have the room for it. So, we obviously know I left Jackson to help Relax Retreat, right?
yeah,
I'd never used a Titan or anything else before. So PWR was like first in my head. Yep, that's what I'll go back to for now. And I was teeter-totting on the XTR until, you know, Titan. So
yeah, yeah. I really like the tall gunnels and the deep floor and the
yeah,
native. At
yeah,
least the older ones. I know the hammer's not like that.
yeah. I'd never used an older Titan. You remember someone was trying to trade me a Gen 1 Titan for the Black Kusa.
Hmm.
And I heard a lot of people say, no, don't do it. Takes on way too much water. There's XYZ with it, so glad we waited. But yeah, we pick it up next week. I'm trying to get it set up for the, native no limit and all that stuff before, so should be
Yeah.
fun.
Gray Goose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
in like an emo phase with kayak colors now. Like gray and black matches everything, dude.
Yeah.
Like matches everything. It's
If they
best
would
all
have had
around
the
yak
blue
for
when I
sport.
got mine, I probably would have gotten that Wave Strike, the blue. But they didn't. It was gray, green, or camo. So definitely had to go with the gray because I really don't. I'm not a fan of that green.
Yeah, the wave strike is cool. We got Big Bait John. What's the best all around yak for a small guy like like him, and big baits, streams, lakes, rivers, ponds, everything all around. So I know we're talking. It really depends if you would prefer paddle, pedal, or motorized, right? Like that's the first question you have to answer, because my response will be completely different, right? If you want strictly a paddle craft, that can cover all that. And I'm not just going to talk about native and those. Like the Kusa X is a great kayak, right? It can cover your rivers. I've used it in larger lakes, um, but you have to motorize or paddle it, right? The PWR is a great platform. If you're smaller, it really depends. If you give me like a height, you know, pedal or motor. Um, the Slayers are kind of like that really good hybrid, a Slayer 10, especially since the new Slayer Max, they now incorporated all the PowerLink plates where you can, integrate your motor capability and your electronics. As before, they didn't really have that. As far as the bona fides go, the RVR is a solid boat. I just personally haven't taken one on big water, so I can't speak to it. But the SS 127 is probably one of my favorites ever. That literally I've fished in rivers everywhere, and it's a phenomenal boat. So the SS 127 is motor ready. You can rig up a motor. The FCS Wizard slide right on, or you can put the backings on from Bonafide to wrap your foot steering on. It's a good boat, depending on your budget too. That's another thing. We have such a wide range based on budget. So yeah, New Canoe Unlimited. The UMAX is cool. The Unimax is cool, but here's my thing, right? Because I don't represent any kayak company. So this is my gripe with the New Canoe Max. Looks like a great boat, right? Now, for $3,000, you have no front storage up front.
Mm-hmm.
None. You have to add an accessory pod, which, correct me if I'm wrong, let's just say it's $300, okay?
Not that
So
big.
yeah, so like you get the rear hatch storage, but I would just go with the New Canoe Unlimited,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's a little shorter, New Canoe Unlimited, buy the pod, you save $500-600, right? The UMAX doesn't look like they did a lot different, and honestly, there's just not a lot of content out there on it yet. I know Tyler Bean, Ryan Rice, my buddy, and the New Canoe team, Greg Brundle, they all started doing content on it. Austin and Chad did video on it, but I don't think it's you know, for big water, awesome, but not for, that thing would be a pain in the river. The U10 would be the vote hands down.
Yeah,
So,
I agree with that. I haven't seen them in person. I just saw the that release when they did the release over here on Lanier.
yeah. Oh,
And
yeah, that's right. They were down by you. I forgot.
yep.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm not brand bougie. Didn't want to hit anybody. Water stand up on. So, Big Bait John, where are you located?
He's
This
here.
is the
He's local to me.
festive demo day.
Yeah.
Go out to Festive Water.
Dude, I
Check out a demo day, or if you want to come up here to Santee Cooper and visit, relax, retreat, outdoors. I help them with kayak stuff. The easiest thing to make this choice is demo. I'll tell you, if you go on a kayak website or a Facebook group, brand loyalists will steer you to their brand almost every time. And I've noticed, you know, it doesn't matter what your requirements are. They're going to find something to basically fit your need, but not maybe be the best thing for your need. So I would definitely go demo.
yeah, you have to try a few. Let me know. Send me a message, John, and I can get you on some too. See if you like them.
No, Roy, that is not my daughter. My wife is picking my daughter up from cheerleading. That is my 5-year-old staring at me through my office window. He's just like, so no, we're good. Let's see.
New canoe is huge. Yeah, the new canoe is pretty big.
Yeah.
RVR. Yeah, RVRs are nice.
Yeah, the RVR is a great boat. I've used them in the river before, and for me, I'm just too tall. The seat positioning, just for my sciatic pain at heart, it's a lot lower, but it has to be a low position, right? Like, it's not going to. Yeah, bass fishing 336. The new canoes are sweet. Our friend Greg Matakaitis down in Florida, his is rigged out, you know, really nice. But the thing that's cool with his is he converted the seat to a cooler strap down. So it even opened up more room. And even in Santee and rough water when they came last March, he's standing up with his XI3 going, you know, casting as they go.
What is that? Back to my question, please.
Yeah, Michael, if you can just, yeah, what is it?
The Pro Seat upgrade. Have you talked them into selling just the base for the seat?
They're not going to do it.
No, I didn't think so.
I didn't get any response that would put it in the realm of anything now, right? I do think they should, because after my testing of the Pro Seat, the Tempress is 1.5 inches higher than the stock high position seat, not the base, but with the cushion. So it does make you even more tippy in the high position, right? And wind susceptible. So I swapped out my seat for the XTR seat. It put it back down 1/2 inch lower than the stock high position. It's better. But yeah, it's, you know, it's a great seat. It's good for the kayak. They designed it well. It's just, I think they should allow the base so you can pick your seat or add an option. They already have the Millennium seats. They might as well offer it, you know?
Right.
So,
I've got the Millennium seat on the Slayer Max, and it
Yeah.
didn't come with it, right? It came with the one that kind of sat down on the floor. So it did raise it up, but it's not too high. It's perfect. I really like it.
You can build a base with EMT tubing. You can. Steve, I'll send you pictures of what it looks like off of the kayak so you can kind of get an idea of it. But just for the hassle, I just bought it. I just bought it. It's $400. Traded the seat outright. Jackson, when I bought there, that's about the same with seat and cover, was about $400 for the new seat. So that's pretty standard. Buy a whole new Pro seat just to get the swivel.
Yeah, I'll get
yeah.
your number, Danny.
Yeah, so you have to buy the Pro seat assembled with the Tempress. It comes with the Tempress from Bonafide. I added the Mariner Sails locking swivel because it doesn't come with a locking swivel, right? You guys know my gripe with that. Swivel should have it from the factory. So I added the Mariner Sails locking swivel, and then Caleb, my buddy here locally, I took it out with the Tempress. Wasn't right for my back. The one thing I'll say is it stays at 90 degrees. It doesn't recline. So depending on your body composition and size, that might put you leaning forward the whole time. You know.
It's Danny.
Oh, hi, Danny. Yeah, so I had to buy the seat assembled, and then my buddy wanted to trade, so we traded. Otherwise, you could go on millenniummarine.com The Millennium seats that they use for the natives and the bona fides are like $100
Mhm.
from Millennium Marine. There's no up cost for buying through bona fide natives. So you can go buy one, even at Walmart. They sell them for $100. They have different colors and it bolts right up. No fitment issues. It's all made to fit. So we'll set up like
Silverpunk wants to set up like you have. He wants the Millennium
it's
FNGO seat on the PWR.
yeah, it's a lot better, I'll tell you. The 3 times I was out, like I said, with Chris Platts this past Saturday, really testing it in the wind, and phenomenal. It's a lot wider than the stock seat, so you have more room, but
Mhm.
you know, the swivel, it allows you to just, you don't feel confined on the Tempest, right? Because it is a smaller bass boat seat. So
You just said that was the red flag for me. $100 is cheap. Yeah. I
yeah.
guess $100 is cheap. It could be expensive though too.
Yeah. Well, for a seat comparatively,
Yeah.
$100 for a seat.
And yeah, I think the kit for mine was like $329
Yeah,
to
that's
swap it over.
about standard. I mean, most of these brands stay on par with the same, right? It's just tubing in a seat that's
Yep.
well, unless you're like stitching your own stuff like Bonafide and Jackson, it's yeah, but I definitely think it's worth it if you have the money. That's if you want the swivel. But I personally, I did not like the Tempest because of my sciatic pain and it was too high.
Yeah.
I thought the center of gravity was just too high in the wind, especially without a locking swivel. Like you're already a little tippy because you're higher, and then you have the swivel to tip you even more, especially with your foot steering and the motor. Um,
Are
yes,
all
Rudy.
kayaks great? Yes.
He knows. Rudy, so Rudy, Alex knows Rudy, but I met Rudy before all this content stuff through Heroes on the Water. So Rudy's seen me evolve in my kayak journey and the 15 kayaks I've owned. Yeah, so. Oh, heck yeah,
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah, for 8 hours a day to be comfy,
Comfy
it's worth. Yep, that's right, Big Bait John. It is.
every penny.
It is.
Add a couple kayak cushions to it, and 8 hours a day is no problem.
Yeah, so that's the thing with the Tempur seat. It is comfortable, right? It's just the positioning of it hurt my sciatic. Because it is fixed. When you get the Pro Seat base, it is a fixed base. You can't adjust it, slide it forward. Unlike in the XTR or in the native Titan, you can slide your seat rails to adjust for foot pegs. You're kind of stuck where you are. Now I can adjust my foot steering, right? But mine's already maxed out because I'm tall. So I was kind of cramped. We did 7 hours, I think, on that first trip with it. And dude, I couldn't walk the next day. I think I told you guys in the chat it was awful.
Yeah.
But that's me. That is no, Lily. My last one was gray. I just had blue stickers on it. Yeah. So I've owned 2 PWRs, like I said. Yeah, Lily's known me since the Maryland days. My SS127 was blue, Lily. Remember, I got that, and then a week after I got it, after selling my PA again, they released the PWR. So I was like, oh, we'll just wait and sell that. Look, don't do 6.7. No.
He's still watching you from the back over there.
No. He's
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Rudy said 6.7. Yeah.
So let's talk like content and stuff, man. I've noticed recently on like your shorts and your reels and stuff, you've taken more of a comedy approach to things. You're posting a lot more funny stuff than you are like of fishing stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of how I got started. And I'm kind of over, and this is just me ranting because we're talking about it, right? Like, you know, the people that followed me back when I first started, it was a lot of skits, a lot of jokes mixed in with some fishing, mixed in with some DIY, right? Like, and I think for a year or so, I got so mixed up in like just sticking to certain cinematic stuff, right? And it really is just started being not fun to make. So getting my kids involved with the skits, my wife involved with the skits is you know, I mean, I'm still doing the fishing stuff, but the honest truth is, especially for YouTube, my kayak DIY and my kayak content gets quadruple the views my fishing trips do, right? So I'm still going to film them. I still have friends and family that enjoy watching them. But I think the approach going into this year, like I've told you guys, is give the followers a reason to follow everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do. Instagram, I'm really over Instagram. It has my largest following, right? But it's all people repeating the same clip every single reel they do with a new witty caption and audio, right? Like it's not really content anymore, in my opinion. So we went back to skits. Starting my Facebook page over. For those of you that do know me, I've been fighting Facebook for 2 years on my personal page. December, I decided to start over, right? So that was kind of a refresh. Let's do a lot more talking content, a lot more kayak stuff, a lot more skits, have fun doing them with the family. And, it's been good so far. So, not always going to be that, but the fishing content I can't really show from recently until after tournaments because I don't want people seeing where we're at. Yeah, that's another reason. So,
And Chris
yeah,
said
Phase.
that's making it fun again.
Yeah, the ring camera. Yeah, my wife was shaking her head at me. She was like, what do you think of these? I'm like, I don't know. Just like happens. I went to get a box and I was like, maybe I army crawl to get it. And I was like, no, let's just throw a swim bait at it. And it's just fun. I don't know. But
Yeah. Chris said definitely making it fun again. And that's kind of
yeah.
like Danny was talking about. I caught a little bit of the lunch break today. And it was like, what is fishing to you? Like, what does fishing mean to you? And everybody was like kind of giving their own thing and reasons why they like to fish and why they like to do what they do and where they do it and stuff. And it was pretty good. So what is fishing to you? What's fishing to Andrew Blair?
It's kind of hard now to answer. It is because you got to split this, right? Like it is fun. It's my way to relax, get out, cut it up with the friends, not worry about stuff at home, but it is a job, right? So, and I think that's why going into this year, I was like taking it more as a job than I was as the fun. So let's make it fun again. Let's make our job the fun skits and then whatever when we're hanging out with the family, get them involved, right? And then when I'm out in the water, I have to worry less about making video, less about getting all that stuff, and I can just enjoy fishing, right? And you know me, I always go 1,000 miles an hour in my head, like idea, here we go. And I think that's just the nature of me, right? I'm always going to take something serious as a challenge. Fishing is, right now that is I treat that, like I said before, the Army missing piece, right? I talk to you guys every day, talk to everybody through fishing. So the more people I meet through fishing, it's kind of fixing that void of, not having that military mentality, where you got people that all do the same thing and you can relate, and then you go off and do your lives and you be adults. And then you come back together and you talk fishing or whatever. So,
see, Nolan catches bass. Hello, I don't know if this is the right place to ask because I just found this channel, but what's a good budget ultralight? And I'll say that the Ducket Crappie Slayer, however you want to say it, is a great rod, great ultralight rod. I've
I
had
can't
it
help you.
a 7 foot and a 5.5 foot, and it was not bad. I want to say they were like $50. What's up, farmer?
Big bait, John. I was a Pogue. I was a 25 Sierra. I joined the Army after I was a little older, and my wife was pregnant and decided to go after something that got me out of working at a automotive shop and learn a trade. No, I mean, just, the deal. It's wanted to get into satellite engineering, so that's what I went with. And I got stuck in a building with no windows. So, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, that had me laughing. He thought that the guy was talking about a light kayak. I'm pretty sure he's thinking ultralight rod because that's kind of like
Oh,
category.
I've never, I can say this, I've never owned an ultralight rod in my life, ever. So I'm not the one to ask.
Man, that's kind of how I got started out here. With the guys that like, because I wasn't catching anything when I first started fishing out of the kayak, literally nothing for months. Months, I didn't catch nothing. And then I met these two guys. They have a boat. They fish for striper at night on ultralight gear. And so I started fishing with them. And I had like 6 different ultralight setups. And I'd take them out, and they all had the same thing tied on. But I brought so many in case I broke off. So I wouldn't have
Yeah.
to. I could just lean down and grab another one. And man, that you want to talk about some fun. Go out at night and fish for some striped bass with ultralight gear. It's
Oh
a ride.
yeah. I have a
Yeah,
lot of friends that do it. You know, they do light tackle, striper and saltwater. And just for me, like I think I just kind of used my dad's spare gear growing up, which was like a medium heavy or a medium, not really an ultralight. So kind of just, you know, we got a whole bunch of Army veterans. Thank you guys for your service. I see a whole bunch of Army people popping in. So there we go.
yeah. Big thank you, because the Livewell likes that too. We support our troops. That's for sure.
Lily, they're going to have to answer you too, because I think in 3 years of you knowing me, have you ever seen me throw a jerkbait? That's it's not me either. Go ahead, Alex. Jerkbait.
I mean, I throw it right now. I throw it on a Douglas rod. I couldn't tell you the model number of it, but I've also used the Cashin jerkbait rod, and I liked that one. That one was pretty good. I caught some really big striper one year on that jerkbait rod.
What's a trout? It's a speckled trout. Hey, speckled trout fight pretty good when they get big. Don't sleep on those trout.
I've never caught a trout.
Like any?
No,
Really?
never.
I'll have to creek hop. Go. I don't even know. Do they have trout? I'm make
Yeah,
fun
we
of me
have
in the
trout. I
chat. Do they
mean,
have them down here?
we have them like North Georgia. They're all over the place. I'm sure there's some trout down where John's at too, and he's just being goofy.
Yeah. Lily, the Cashins are nice, and you know I've gone through a lot of different rods, but the Cashins kind of just they are a little more pricey for some of them. The Elman Z2 is nice. The Core series was nice, but I just really enjoy the Icons. I have not broken them. They have all the feel I need. So I've almost swapped every rod I have over, and I'm like super happy. Like, oh, this is great. I need another one, right? Like, so sword jerkbait. A Paw Patrol rod. You know, I could really, Chris? That's so funny.
How many 12 and 16-inch screens do you see people use on kayaks for forward-facing sonar? Most bass boat pros are moving from 12 to 16 or 22-inch.
War Eagle, well, we know one that just got a an Elite FS12.
Yeah. He's only
Let's
got
see.
one though. I think his other screen is what, like a
It's a 9.
Yeah.
It's a 9. Yeah, I bought his second 9. I don't know, honestly. I don't know a lot of people. Maybe XTR folks like Austin Hoover might have. Doesn't he have like a 20 or something? He has a pretty big one up there.
Man, if I could afford it, I'd have two 12 or 16-inch screens up there. No problem.
Playing video. I can't. I just can't do it for how you guys see how I fish. Like it would get in the way of everything. So the 9 is like the cap at what I can have on there. So
Yeah, Farmer Zero. He's got a PWR, but it's a kayak and a seat and a paddle.
which is
Farmer fishing with Farmer. He I think he's taken it out 2 times, maybe 3.
oh my god. Yeah. Hey, John, trout colored stuff catches fish
It does.
even if trout aren't there. The pinks and the greens in it with a white belly, it does really well. Especially like up in Maryland, we throw it a lot for pike. They would murder that thing.
Scope lives matter. Wish I could
Oh,
get
God.
a 12-inch on mine. Yeah, I do too. I've got 2 9-inch screens. And And I use one for forward facing sonar, and one's either got just the map on it or it's got a combination of the other three sonars on it while I'm
So I can
driving
see the
around.
cheat better. So I can see the cheat better. That's right.
I like to use just pretty much the map and the live scope as much where I'm at out there.
Yeah, this year it's kind of funny. Like, I always joke in the group, and for those of you that don't know, Caleb and I are not actually feuding. We just
Yeah.
fabricated this online feud because it's hilarious, and people don't understand. They're just like, cut him some slack. And then they see a video like, wait, you're friends? So like, this year up in Maryland, I didn't use electronics as much because a lot of it was very cut and dry. You knew what you were fishing, nothing real deep. But here, all winter, I've just like kind of changed that to get better at it. So, would I eventually get a scope? Potentially, if I ever saw a need for it, just to learn it. But for the bait side of the house, if anything, learn so I don't have to borrow someone to test out a blend or whatever. But yeah.
John,
Hey,
John, I got you, dude. We'll build you a badass kayak. And
hey,
it'll just take me like a day to do it, maybe.
did you ever tell anybody about that idea you had
Which one? Oh
that we
no,
made the logo for?
it didn't go too far yet. I've got to get some other people on board with it first.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah,
But yeah, no, I want that idea.
yeah, I considered it for down here, and I'll just say it. Kayak rigging services, right? Like I know a lot of shops do it, and that's the thing, but we don't have a local shop within 2 hours of Santee that really do that. So I considered it, but
We
then I'll
do
just get burned out again. So
too, like, and they're big ones too. Like Westbrook and Dugout, and then Festive Water. I was doing some there for a while when I was unemployed. For that little stint that I went
yeah,
on a couple months ago.
John, yeah, that's my buddy Caleb.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically we always just talk trash when we fish because it's funny. And his trolling motor battery died for his controller. And as I'm filming him saying cheater, cheater, it died and he ran into me. So then we were just like, let's just play this off. Like, let's just do it. So now we just brag on each other online and laugh at it because half the people are like, wait, they know each other. They're friends. This is fake. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
social media. Like, but thanks for commenting. But no, you two,
No, I
you
think it's
two
hilarious. I see you guys going back and forth.
Oh man, it's so much fun. I mean, that's the thing with like the content. For those of you out there, we talked about content on Livewell with Danny and everybody too. Like, if you're not having fun doing it, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make the content. Not saying you're not going to make it in social media, but if you like are just like not liking the style of content you're doing or having fun, dude, you're going to make less content. And that's why I went back to funny. Like, if Lily's still in here, man, the bear suit on live, I got caught wearing a bear onesie one night because it was like 20 degrees and I was making baits and I forgot I had it on and I went live on TikTok and then it just became a thing, right? Like if they hit 50,000 likes, I'd get the bear suit on. It's stupid stuff, right? Skits, all that crap. And I think everybody loses their way with like, oh, I need to like have the perfect camera B-roll, awesome, catch a big fish every time. No, man, people want to laugh. People want to laugh too. And like the skits are relatable. How many times have you ordered stuff and be like, I'm gonna get yelled at for this one? Like,
Yep.
so
Oh yeah, so many times.
yeah, like today, like legitimately, that box came in that the skit I did at night, and my wife's like, "You ordered something again?" I was like, "Your dad got me a gift card for Christmas," and she was like, "I was like, oh, I have an idea," and she was like, "Seriously?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Like, you helped me with the other skit. Charlotte threw a shoe at me. My daughter threw a shoe at me, and it hit him 2 million views. I was like, dang, maybe I need to use my kids now. But
I thought it was funny. I thought
yeah,
it was because I know everybody's been there or getting stuff shipped to their jobs or something.
yeah, I cannot tell you. So I would never It's like a customer privacy thing, right?
Yeah.
You would not believe how many people would send me an address that just doesn't make sense, and I'd have to email and be like, "Oh, that's my work," or "That's my buddy's job," or like just some random address, and I'm like, "Okay, you understand if it like gets stolen, it's not on me." They're like, "Oh, no, no, I know." I'm like, "Okay, I'll send it there," but let's see.
Farmer planning on using the yak more this year. He wants the Georgia Bass Slam, and I think that would be awesome to get.
What is that?
So, man, I'll butcher it all up, but the DNR's got there's 10 black bass species in the state of Georgia, 10 different like strains, and if you catch 5 of them, it's a bass slam. You get a
Oh, that's
slam.
pretty cool.
But I'm gonna pull it up real quick and I'll read like off the and they're all in like different areas. You got to go and hunt them down and find them and fish certain creeks and certain stretches of creek and
Oh, see, that's cool. Yeah, it's
yeah.
Maryland has this master angler whatever program now. It's like you have to catch 10 species over a certain citation length, and people like just go after the weirdest stuff. Like, yeah, I caught a citation shad. Like they go after those kind of fish to try to get their award. I'm like, that shouldn't count. Like, come on, it's a shad. Like, who goes after shad for awards? But spotted bass, smallmouth, swanee. Yeah, John, I remember. Didn't Marshall do a video on that with Elijah?
Well, he was just on last night too.
Well, yeah, I didn't hear. I had to get off. You know, when I put the kids to bed, I jump off. But
and
he did a skit with Elijah. For those of you that don't watch Elijah's stuff, he's more of a TikTok guy. The Bash Shad, or I don't remember, but Elijah's his name. He does the knocking on the door skits. Comes in and asks himself questions. Yeah, I think that's what he did with him. I'll have to look at it. Smallmouth may be the hardest to get now with the spots.
Yeah. So we've got largemouth, spot, smallmouth, shoal bass, Sewanee bass, red-eye bass, Chattahoochee bass, Tallapoosa bass, the Altamaha bass, and Bartram's bass. And if you catch 5 of them, you get a slam.
Is there a length requirement?
No.
Or just no?
No, but you gotta there's rules. You gotta take good pictures, obviously. And yeah, catch 5 of the 10. Fish must be legally caught. Length limits and waters where length limits applied, the fish must be of legal size to be eligible.
Okay. Yeah, so no baby undersized fish. They got to be.
Yeah, if there's no minimum length limit, the fish must be at least 8 inches long.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Huh. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's neat. You get like
a big bait, John,
and all kinds of cool. You know what I mean? You get like a little gift bag. Yeah, I'll hit you up, John. I'll get your number.
Do they so I know like Bass Pro in Maryland, they like partner with the DNR for Master Angler Awards. They give out like gift cards and they go do a picture at the Bass Pro. You said they do like a goodie bag and stuff for it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Is it bank?
I know they do angler awards for like other stuff too, but I'm not
yeah.
How it works or what you get for it, other than a certificate and a post on the internet.
Oh, you get your name on DNR. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
All right. Yeah, got to be legal size.
Won't turn one in under 12 inches. Yeah. There's a lot of those species I haven't caught. I haven't even caught a spot.
That don't grow big. They don't grow very big, but hopefully you get them all 12 inches and over there, farmer. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never caught a spot. We talked about that before. I mean, we didn't have spots where I was at, and
you got to come over.
I know.
We got the big one. We got it's.
Oh, really?
California or anything, obviously, but if you ask me, like, Lanier's the best place to catch a spot.
Yeah, I'll have to look into the South Carolina version. Yeah, I've never been one to like chase that kind of stuff. I think it'd be cool to do it just to like, you know, for the chase. I get so hung up on just like trying to find fish on Santee right now. It's just like, you know, you guys know how I feel about pickerel and stuff like that at this point. But like, you know, we do want to start exploring, hit smallmouth. They opened some new ramps up here on the Broad River. Get out and do some of that again. So feel free, Dorado, livability, looking to upgrade.
Let's read this one out loud. I have a
Yeah.
feel free Dorado, love the stability, but looking to upgrade. I've committed to the stern motor with foot steering. I do trailer it. What would y'all suggest? XTR, PWR, unlimited, etc.
Isn't the Dorado 13 foot, if I remember right? The Dorado's their biggest one.
I think
I'm pretty sure. Honestly, sorry, you'll hear my dog. Everybody just walked in.
yeah.
What fisheries are you targeting, Wilkie Adventures? That's like number one. Where are you going to be fishing? Rivers, lakes? That's really important because the PWR is a good vote, but the XTR may not be your vote if it's in a river.
Steve said it would be cool to be on a government list for a good reason for once.
Oh. A state list, not a government. It's, well, yeah, true, government. Okay, Steve's gonna be like, it is. Cat Trail has been posting all those 30-pound bags coming out of Santee, Fibber. Yep.
37.
Oh yeah,
Didn't Chris catch a giant catfish out there?
he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, Wilkie, if you can, to finish answering, if you can break down where you're fishing, like rivers, lakes, ponds, it's really gonna, you know, that's gonna help the answer. Some of those boats, they're very different in capability. So, oh, Santee. Oh, XTR is great for Santee. You know, Caleb Acosta and a few of us, you know, I've demoed them out there. It's a great boat for Santee. You can still paddle in the pads if you're in the upper lake. Lower lake, it does great. The only thing I'll say about the XTR is, like I said, shallow gunnels, so you're a lot more exposed to the water. Because I'm on Santee, right? I fish Santee. I decided to go with the Native Titan instead of the XTR. I own the PWR. The Native was just a little more roomy and accommodated what I'm doing on Santee, especially with, like, you know how the wind shifts and there's not a lot of structure on the lower lake, so you get big wake. You know, you can trailer it, you can launch it, and paddle's really good as well. So if you're motorizing, I bought the Titan X without a pedal drive, saved about $1,000, $800, right? Because I'm not going to use them. I don't use pedals. I'll motor. So yeah, the PWR is, I would recommend putting it in the low position seating if you're going to do it on like swift rivers. But Steve Billington in here, he takes it on the river. I fished it in the Potomac and the Susquehanna up north, and it did fine. You know, just that low position is what you want to be in, though, not the high position seat. It might be a little top heavy for you going through, you know, eddies and stuff.
Yeah, and more good stuff about the Titan X and any Native really is that forward-facing fishing rod holder. Dude, I love that thing.
Yeah, Wilkie, what part of relative to Marion and Moultrie, where are you? Because we're doing a demo day, March 28th at Relax Retreat. Myself and 3 others will be there, and we'll have our rigged out boats for you guys to test out. And pretty much every Native bona fide that's applicable to Santee. We don't have an RVR SS127 there for you guys, but you can definitely demo them. Or if you want to go out sooner than that, I can meet you over at Relax, and they'll let me pull them out to let you demo test them. I always recommend demoing. That's number one answer, demo. Demo test, ask a friend in the neighborhood, ask a friend in the local kayak community, hey, you have a kayak I'm interested in. Would you mind meeting with me and letting me do it? You can hold my driver's license while I demo test, like a test ride. We know, Steve, we know. Even if it was bad, it would be good. This is a brand loyalist. I'm kidding. He's gonna get so mad.
If you can survive in a PWR on Lake Lanier, you can survive anywhere. Dock lighting. Lately, no, I'm not. I don't go out at night when it's super cold outside. But if it was like in the low 50s, I'll probably go. But I haven't been in a while. But when I did, I caught some really nice striper. Last time I went, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, and I saw a ghost ship.
What's your water temps on Lanier right now?
Dude, like I said, I haven't been out in a couple weeks, but they're probably in the 50s, low 50s, upper 40s. If I had to
Okay.
get somewhere around there, I want to say they were in the 40s last time I was fishing, like 40,
Okay.
49.
We'll have to once it warms up a little bit, we'll have to try to get like a FNGO kayak meetup on
Yeah,
Lanier. I think it'd be fun. You guys can watch me struggle to catch spots.
yeah.
And like, what's this finesse bait? What are
52.
you guys? Huh?
It's 52 right now.
No, 52. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's about
so
the same. Right? We saw 63. And again, Santee is a lot more shallow than Lanier. We saw 63 on Saturday, but the week prior it was hovering in like 57, 58, right? And it will cool off quick. Like this cold spell at night, we're dipping into the 30s. I'd imagine it would be back to the low 50s with how shallow the lake is.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
been.
it's very fluctuates a lot here.
I can't wait to go back. I'm fishing this weekend. Like I said, I'll be cold. I can handle, I think, right about 15 miles an hour is where it becomes not fun for me anymore, and it becomes more like work than it is fishing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out because I think it's like 12, 13 miles an hour. So it'll probably be like 20, you know?
Yeah. Water
But
was 34. Well, Steve, you're in a lot different of an area.
yeah, Steve,
Yeah.
you're like the boondocks
We
too.
got to get Steve out here at some point. Yeah. So
Yeah.
sorry if you hear the wife in the background. She's corralling the children.
I didn't know if I heard it from you or if it was in my house.
No. 258 to 51 lake. Oh wow. Yeah, we need rain here. It's
One.
been
Yeah.
do it in March or April. Yeah, so linear topwater, are you guys I mean, I don't fish deep water, man. Are you guys throwing topwater spooks? Like what do you I see some people's content. I'm like, man,
So there, I
frogs
mean,
and buzzbaits are blow ups to me, not like,
I like throwing this little riser. You've seen the jackal risers?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
they're small, they're little. I like throwing those. I like throwing a what is that? The evergreen shower blows. I like the
I haven't
one.
seen that.
It's like a it's like a walking bait, but it's kind of like a popper. I don't know. It. I walk it. I walk the dog with it, and I like that one. I like the cast OG. That one's a lot of fun to fish, and it catches big ones. Wait until
May.
when the shad spawn is going. Okay, we got to listen to Farmer. Wait till May when the shad spawn is going to come on and do a linear trip. Easy fishing, target island saddles with top water and hard swim baits. So blow
All
through
right.
like that. Yeah,
We'll have to I know May is gonna be a busy month because
yeah, it is.
we got yeah. For those of you in here, is anybody in here fishing the Bassmaster Kayak Series on Santee? That's the first question. But Alex, myself, Chris, a few friends, Greg, we're all staying together and we're all gonna fish it. So should be a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
fun.
gonna be fun. I've already. It was like a couple hours after he told me about it. I was like, all right, where do I send the money?
Yeah, it should be a really good time. I honestly, like I said before, I think May is going to be a little more difficult. But kayaks get secondary to the elites, right? So
Yeah,
I will say if you guys are going to fish that event, just please be careful of the gators. That is like almost prime gator mating season. If you hear grunting and you hear hissing, get away. Like just go away. Don't even sit there. They will rush you. They're faster than your kayak. So shad
yeah,
spawn.
yeah. They are. Do the shad spawn same time as blueback herring and they're both after the bass spawn. I have no idea, to be honest with you, John. I'm not the guy to ask about like when the bait fish spawn and stuff like that because I don't know the answer to those questions. I'm not a biologist. I just like to fish, and I got on here because I saw a guy that I know needed some help, so I offered some help, and now I've got my own show. So
So Silverpunk is Kevin, right?
yeah, Kevin Gray.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Because the guy Wade Clemens from Yak Attack has silver in his name too, and I always mix up the two. Yeah. So Kevin, your rod has a lot to do with that, with walking the dog. It's a lot easier to walk the dog on a frog or a spook with a shorter rod. So I don't know what kind of gear you're throwing, your top waters on, but if you're trying to walk a hollow body frog and learn how to walk the dog, it's a lot easier with a shorter rod, so you can like actually get your rod tip down and get the angle correctly. I know a lot of people try to walk the dog with a 7.4 to 7.6, and I'm like, dude, that's, unless you're standing up and you're tall, that's going to be a little difficult to kind of slap that bait as you're walking it back and forth. So yeah, I don't know what that is. He might, it's bed, he might be putting kids to bed, but black herring spawns right around the shad spawn.
Yeah,
and you're targeting more.
Blueback herring spawn is the one you're targeting more than the actual shad, like threadfin.
Oh, Kevin, then yeah, you should be okay. Yeah, like 6'9" to 7 foot.
Yeah.
Medium heavy, fast is usually fine. Titan more stable than the XTR. It's different. Very different feel. So the PWR or the XTR, sorry, has more primary stability than the Titan, right? But the Titan rebounds into your secondary, rebounds back faster. Standing on both, the XTR is like a dock, right? You have a little more room. Now, the only thing I'll say is the XTR deck platform you can stand on is narrower. So it's kind of a pick your battle, right? I like to have my feet as a wider base. That's how you're more stable standing body position. So the Titan for me was more comfortable to stand, felt just as stable, but the PWR or the XTR, you can walk up and down it when you get comfortable. But the Titan, in my opinion, one out of the two for me, because paddling the Titan in any situation I would need to paddle it, right? It was a lot easier. It didn't feel as bargish, right? Floating dock. So that's why I went Titan over XTR. If that makes sense, if that answers your question. It's so hard to compare those two. XTR is like a skiff with a deck on top, right? The hull shape is completely different as well. The Titan is more rounded. The XTR is more that tri-hull squared off hull. So it's going to have better primary stab than the Titan will right on your initial feel. But they're both amazing. They're both super stable. So that's what's on both sides. So
I haven't been on the XTR, just the Titan.
It's a nice boat. I really enjoyed it. I think the thing for me is just how open the deck was. It seems like, in deeper water and stuff like that, your gunnels are super shallow, and it doesn't seem like a big deal. But when you're sitting in your seat, right, and you're reaching down, everything is low. It's super low relative to where you're sitting. As like the Titan, you're sitting just as high, but you're inlaid into the kayak more, so your gunnels, everything's more accessible for like your accessories right on your left and right. But the XTR was cool. I liked it. You guys saw I flipped it and had fun with it.
How many
cool
times did
boat.
it fall off before you flipped it?
So fully geared, I tested how far I could lean over without a dump of me. So one, I tried jumping on the front and I couldn't get it to flip. I took all the gear out because I want to try to get it to flip forward. Couldn't do it. So two, technically I lost my balance because I had a croc slip off. So three, stood on the gunnels as hard as I could and jumped on them. Four, and then I held the handles to get it to flip. So I had to hold the handles physically to get it to turn over. So I dumped it 5 times or fell out 5 times. It was fun. Lost 2 cameras.
Oh,
That one right there is a victim of it. That is no longer working. So it's a
thought
it's a
they were supposed to
paperweight.
be waterproof.
So I'm the idiot that the door wasn't closed on it.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one, I went to reboard the kayak and it smacked it off, and now it's at the bottom of Santee.
Yeah.
So
I've dropped.
yeah,
A
yeah.
pretty penny and flashlights in the lake.
A lot of fun, but it was an expensive trip
Yeah.
just for video. But yeah, yeah. When you come up, man, you'll have to take one out. I'll pull the XTR out for you, and you can take it out.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they're there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
like.
I'm fishing
Know,
against.
know your fishing events. Yeah, Christine Fisher in the Bassmaster kayak.
Yep. Yep. Fishing against a lot of big names.
Yeah,
I'm doing it more to just like check it off the list, like have fun with the guys and fish it, say I've done it.
yeah.
I'm not
winning.
I'm not like I catch big fish out of there, but like something you have to understand with these trails is there's no such thing as home lake advantage really when they're repeating these lakes over and over, right? Because you have people that have been doing this for 10 years, so they've been to the lake and tournament fished and figured out these spots. And a lot of these groups do talk, right? Like they pre-plan outside of the window of no discussion. So they know the lakes. So it's not like, oh, I'm from Santee, I can go against them and beat them, right? No, they're going to come like, Jody Queen and Justin Faircloth came and put up 116 inches and 111 inches. And was it November? Just on a random TKS final here, just came and smacked them. So these guys and gals know the lake. We're just doing it to do a team meetup for tactical fishing and hang out and do the thing.
Yeah, and just have fun.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time. So all outdoors, what's
I
up?
want to catch a limit. That's my goal. Catch a limit.
Yeah, same here. It's just be tough, but somebody will get on them. Yeah.
Yep.
Chris and I talk about strategy a lot because I fish with Chris more than anybody else. He's local here. Him and I do a lot of scouting together, and there's a potential for some big fish. I mean, really, at Santee, they're there, and anybody can really catch them. It's not there's not like the one spot that will hold them. There's a lot of big fish, and they're spread out. So like, you could see someone really throw down. People stay on the XCR and use a foot control.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. But you get even some of the boat guys are taking it off of their motors and putting it on a 0-degree pole. So because you get it's more trustworthy. Sometimes the sonar and the trolling motor aren't lined up quite perfectly, and it makes just a little bit with that makes the biggest difference.
What's up, Tyler? We were talking about you earlier, man. Team New Canoe. We were talking about them down there testing. And actually, Alex, Tyler will be our roommate for the content.
Oh,
that's Tyler. So yeah, me, you, and Tyler will be bunking for the USA Kayak Fishing content event. So pretty cool. So farmer's question: favorite motor to have on one on a kayak, bow mount. So I'm a stern mount guy, and this is all going to be relative to your fishery, right? Alex is fishing deeper water, requiring spot lock. Around here, a stern mount is basically king for navigating shallows because we've got a lot of stumps, right? I draft shallow. It has a skeg. It pops up if I hit stumps. I turn and burn short, shallow creeks. I don't really fit now. I would need spot lock, but I'm a stern mount guy. He's a bow mount guy. Also with battery requirements and weight distribution, I like the weight being in the rear, right? Because I do a lot of front standing and flipping and frogging. that put a little too much weight on the front for what I'm doing here because I'm in the pads a lot. So I go back, he goes front. So
Yeah, I like having a spot lock. It's like you said, it's deep. A lot of deep brush piles out here and stuff, and you can position yourself right with them in the wind and just fish.
Kevin, I got you, man. I'll put you on. I'll put you on fish. I'll put you near fish. I can't
I will
guarantee
say,
fish.
what motor was that though that Jack had on the Titan going 6 miles an hour?
Recon, the new Lowrance Recon. Yep, yep. So Paul Outdoors, if you're talking to me, I actually didn't buy the hammer. So I work with Relax Retreat Outdoors here. It is, a lodging establishment, but they recently have become a big adventures dealer for native and bona fide. So they have demo boats, and I have the accessibility to go pull one out and demo them. So they ordered the hammer, and I came and did the video for it. Would I buy it? If you watch the video, you already know, you saw my gripes. With the swivel seat and with a few other fixes, yes. Apparently Native is not selling the hammer without the drive, which sounds weird, but I would get it without the drive just for how the kayak is set up, right? I don't use pedals, I use a motor. I went with the Titan. So out of the two, I felt the Titan was for the size, right? Because the hammer is lighter, but it is longer. I felt the Titan was the better pick for me. The hammer is a great boat. It's just for almost $4,000. Once you add the accessories I would need to get it to where I want out of the box, you
And
might as well get a
not the same
PWR.
either. They're not the same boat either.
No, they're not, and that's why it's really hard to explain this, because until you get on both of them to see, and I compared the hammer to the PWR a lot because and a lot of people got mad at me for that, but you got a 12-foot 10 and a 12-foot 9,
Yep.
right? Big Adventures flagship boats, so they're very similar setup. The gunnels are angled the same. A lot of the features are similar, so that was the way to compare it. And for the price point, $1,800, the PWR won for me. The hammer is a very nice pedal drive kayak. If you watch Greg Blanchard's video, he talked about some of the things. It'd be a great shallow water boat, but the Titan wins in those deeper waters. So looking at it, people are saying it's not the best. Paul, honestly, just go. If you have a place near you to take it out, like I will say demo every single time.
Yeah.
What Alex likes is different than me. What I like is different than other people, right? So it's really hard to make that choice. So what batteries do you want?
He's gonna want an NK300 or something like that.
Yeah, Farmer, if he fishes like how he's saying I fish like him, he's gonna want an NK Newport Vessels NK300. It's a 3-horse stern-mounted electric outboard, and that takes a 36 volt. So I run a 36 volt Lifetime 50 amp hour lithium battery. In my opinion, just my opinion, I like the stern mounts because I have the foot steering. I can just set it to 5% throttle and just turn and just burn up a bank line real quick, right? If I hit wind or current, I set it to 1 or 2% and it will keep me stalled. So how long does it take to record and measure each fish? That's your problem with discipline.
Yeah, so it just depends on you really for how long it takes you to measure and record each fish. Some people got it down to a science and it's like fluid motion. They just grab stuff, boom, they get their picture, fish is back in the water. Some people, they clamp it on a donkey leash and throw it back in the water and let it swim around by the boat for a little bit while they get ready. Some people put them in a net. Some people just hold them. But yeah, it just depends on you. 3 to 5 minutes probably I'd say would be average.
Yeah, depending on the size of the fish too, right? Like I notice with myself, if it's a smaller fish, I can bump board them on my lap, right?
Yep.
Not, you're strong enough to handle that fish, and it's usually like on the board, photo, verify, gone, like real quick. If it's a bigger one, like my rule, if it's 19 or above, it gets the net. Meaning, put my net on the side, I'm bumping in the gunnels, right? Like 19 or bigger, you get the net. I set up my barriers, right? take 2-3 pictures, take my time, right? So it really depends.
Yeah, Steve, I was thinking about Marty when I was saying that. It really just depends on you, and how often you do it, really, too. I know I went a couple months without putting a fish on a bump board. I just wasn't measuring anything that I caught. And then when I did go to finally measure one again, it was like, okay, how did I do this?
Yeah, see, and that's why, and if you can, and this is what's like, if you want to bump board fish or record them for yourself, right? I bump every fish basically just for like a log for myself. But the practice of just making it like fluid in your head, a lot of people freak out when they tournament fish. You're just fishing. You're doing the same thing you're always doing, but they get in that freak out because they have a fish and they don't want to lose it. And it gets, but if you're bumping every fish, oh, Patricia, yeah, I've lost
more than
hundreds of fish. Right. They just slide off or, do whatever, jump, me not paying attention. Yeah, but Patricia, the net trick where you position your net, put your board, the fence of your board up to your net, make sure it's not blocking the fence. I've seen that where people put it in too deep and you can't see the fence. If they slide forward, because they're going to wiggle, they shoot right into your net. Or like Lily, if she's still in here, she saw it on live when I caught that 23.5. I was explaining it to them, and as I did it, I had to like trap the fish because I was on the inflatable and it almost jumped off. So
that was the biggest thing for me when I fished the one with y'all. As the benefit, I could not figure out the bump board. It looked like a baby giraffe out there.
yeah, it's different. I mean, like we joke about boats versus kayaks, right? And I think it's just one of the hardest things to grasp when you're fishing. Yeah, kayaks fishing is the same if you're used to standing up and you can fish sitting down, right? But once you get the fish in the net, everything you do on the kayak is what's different, right? In a boat, they flip them in, you have a whole bunch of area, the fish is contained. If it falls off your scale or if you do bump them, I know some boat trails require a bump board. Out in the Ozarks, Battle Bait's Flint, he boards his fish for his tournaments. You're on a little tiny floating piece of plastic, right? Like the fish, some of these fish are almost as wide as your floating piece of plastic and they can jump off real quick. So, catch credit. Yeah, Steve's products are really good for it.
Yeah, they are.
John, the kayak jack tournament is a fun one. I honestly, I didn't bump about 12 fish this last trip, and Chris is like, "You're gonna be shy. You should bump them 8s and them 10s." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it." Like, but we do internal tournaments every month for tactical fishing, and that's why I started them, right? Like they don't pay anything to be in them. I just, let's practice what we do. Like if everything goes on a board when it's game day, it comes second nature. So I don't care. Yeah, Kevin.
Hold out of the water for a little while and they'll calm down.
Kevin, you're right. Like 90% of the comments in my fishing videos are, "Oh, sissy wears gloves." I was like, it has a grip. It has a grip on the bottom, dude. Like I obviously don't care. I'm wearing short sleeve shirts and shorts and Crocs like year round. Like I'm doing it so I don't lose the fish. Okay, whatever, guy. Like you're cool.
Gloves.
Yeah, sissy wearing gloves. Oh, you're scared to touch. Oh, my favorite is when they're like, "Oh, does your wife hold your fish for you?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, thanks, dude. And had that individual call me again. He got called out in the tournament.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You'll have to fill me in, farmer. Send me a message.
Shoalies are smallmouth hybrid.
I don't know anything about shoal bass, to be honest with you, other than that they fight hard. I don't know if they're any kind of hybrid. I think they're obviously their own species now, but
yeah, I don't. Smallmouth, largemouth. Those are the only ones I really target, and then bowfin, snakehead. That's all I really messed with for. Don't miss my gloves, my girlfriend's purse. That's awesome.
Wilkie, I like the folding net. Andrew doesn't like the folding net.
You break. Yeah.
Have it not in the way, you can keep it there. I've gotten good at grabbing it and flipping it over, and that was it. That's I like
I've
it.
had them. I've had them break. I've had them not, connect correctly and get hung up on stuff when I go to grab it. I like fixed. I like fixed nets. I don't. I fish braid a lot and I fish really shallow. So when I hook up on fish, I get them to me very quick. Like Alex, you see, I just horse them in real fast because they'll wrap pads, they'll wrap hydrilla, they'll wrap stumps. So I get them to me and then I hockey scoop them with a fixed net, super deep net too. I like a deep net, 24 to 30-inch deep net. So despise the Yak Attack net. They're making a fixed one. I'm interested to see, but
Okay, yeah, Farmer, I remember that.
yeah. Yeah, broken twigs are awesome. I'm just waiting for them to restock one of the patterns I like. I'm OCD with color, and I wish they would have a capital stick. I want to send them my high school lacrosse stick. I still have it.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I kept one of my. I was a goalie, but I kept my attack stick, and I want to see if he can convert that over. That'd be sick. You know.
Yeah,
So
if I got rid of my Yak Attack net, it would be it would just be to get the broken twigs just to do it, and just because it's a hockey stick.
I love the ego nets. I had an ego net. I actually lost the net when I flipped the XTR as well, and I didn't realize it. And it floated over into the pads when I was like talking about flipping the kayak, and then I just forgot because I wasn't really fishing. I was just demo testing. But I rigged it out. The egos are great. The ego is a little heavy, in my opinion, for some of the grass and stuff I fish in. The best deal I found on net, and Bass Pro has them for $17. It PVC coated mesh, deep net. I got the stubby handle for $13 when I was in Florida too. Phenomenal net. I've used them for big snakehead, everything, and never ripped. They're super light, and that's something with the net you need to remember. The lighter the net, the easier you can make quick adjustments if the fish tail walk or try to get away from you. So I try to stick super light nets. Now I've lost a lot of fish because I had a heavy net and I couldn't navigate it in the water. PVC mesh cuts through water easier than the rubberized does, right? It's less water resistance moving it, so you can make those adjustments. If you're newer to that kind of stuff, that's just something I learned over time.
Where do y'all keep y'all's net? In a rod holder off to the side of the kayak with attachments? I'm new to the game. I don't even know where to put stuff. Yeah, I keep mine in a rod holder. It's just kind of behind me on my left.
Steve and I keep it in the front. We have a bridge, little captain's bridge in the front, and I put a little paddle holder there, and it just sits there. So all I got to do when I'm fighting the fish is pop it off and go down. I don't reach behind me. Pops off, goes down, goes right back. So broken twig is excellent handle. So I just lay it.
Titan X.
So let's see. If you had to pick a single kayak, so Paul, that's kind of what I was in. I went with the Titan X.
Yep.
I had a lot of different platforms in mind. I go through a lot of kayaks, and unfortunately, I don't have the room to keep them all. Otherwise, I would and just rig them all out. Oh, it's Tuesday. I want to take this one, but
yeah, right. Wouldn't that be cool,
dude? It's so hard for me because if I didn't have the bait shop, I could have a kayak shop, but I have both. So like, if in any one of my videos, if you go this way, it's all everything plastic manufacturing inventory. You go that way, it's all the fishing gear and the kayak stuff. So like, I just need, if I had a 30 by 30 shop, I could probably like give a 10 by 10 like section to the kayak gear with kayaks lined around it, right? But buying a micro power pole, absolutely, it's on my list. They're great if you don't have spot lock and you're shallow. There's someone made, isn't it?
I'm used to not even having to use the net, but I learned real quick if you boat flip them in the kayak, you get spined easy.
Yep. Especially the little ones, man. The little ones are the worst. DW Boat 8. Yeah, the company we're talking about, Broken Twig Landing Nets, that's literally what he does. He takes hockey sticks and he converts them into floating nets. And it's cool. I'm a big hockey fan of Washington Capitals. and I've been waiting for him to have a Capitals one on there. I'll probably end up going with a Warrior or a CCM stick if he can't do my lacrosse stick, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Put the net cam on it and it'll be the net cam sponsored by Broken Twig Landing Nets, like in hockey. Boom.
The net cam, like in hockey. I like it. I was a big Mighty Ducks kid. Loved
Oh,
them.
we all were. I love the Mighty Ducks. The movie is great. Not, I like them. I don't hate them because of movies, but using that much.
I don't
Fish
use my
unless
net
it's big.
much to get the fish unless it's big, but I always use the net to block fish from abandoning ship. I don't know why it's not pulling up for me.
Yeah, I do want to start, like, when I'm fun fishing, just not having to use it. I flip if it's like 16 inches and below, I flip them. But anything bigger than that, if I see it and it could be a cull, I net it. That's my rule. Like, if I see it flash and turn over and it looks like it's a cull fish, it gets the net. If I'm using treble hooks, those will get the net because they choke them. If you are a small fish and you have trebles, you get flipped. I'm not dealing with my trebles getting stuck in nets. So,
Yeah, I had a net like that, and my trebles would get stuck in it, and I'd be sitting there watching the fish blow up, and I'm sitting
yeah,
there out the bait that they want. You know?
yeah, yeah.
You got
If
holes.
I'm really liking this tack toads, all the other stuff you make. Hey, farmer, appreciate it. And if y'all ever have color suggestions for down in your area, hit me up. I'm always looking to regionally expand color selections too. So,
Dude, I don't know what is going on with my.
Steve, I net everything because I don't catch enough fish to be playing. Hey, dude, shoot, until I get a 5-bag in the tournament, every fish gets the net.
Have a good night, farmer.
Yeah, it's, the native no limit, every fish will get the net.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I don't care how big you are, you get the net. Which I think is a really fun, concept. It's lining up right. Like, Alex, the kind of fish we're on right now. If it holds like that for a month, me and Chris we're licking our chops, dude. I'm telling you, we're like, not even about trying to win it. It's just, we have the potential to put up a respectable no limit bag, right? So
Right.
that's always exciting when you're on, like, you and your buddy are within 100 yards and you're both catching 20 fish is like, this is nuts. Like, let's do this thing. So
Yeah, it's always exciting to know that you could. And everybody has their day, right?
Oh yeah.
Could have your day on tournament day. You know what I mean? It's one of us could go out there and have the best day of fishing we've ever had in May at the Bassmaster.
Oh yeah.
Win that whole joker.
I know. Well,
could.
it's really cool because, I think for us and, a lot of these, John, Kevin, everybody in here, we all communicate via social media in some fashion, right? So, like, they know we all are, I think the coolest thing about it, especially with the kayaks, is like, yeah, you can go fishing with your buddies on a different boat or be on the boat, but like, all of you guys are coming up here. Chase will be here for the no limit, staying just conveniently. That's when he planned his trip. Greg's coming up, so there's going to be good. I mean, we're not going to fish on top in a no limit, right? I'll make sure I set them up in an area that they can be successful. But for the Bassmaster, I don't hunt. I'm not a trophy hunter, right? Like,
Yeah.
I would like to participate, and all right, I did that, and then move on. And get the content, the photos for you guys, and I think that's just me cool. Like, shake your hand,
Yeah,
like,
right. Exactly.
we've known each other, what, 2.5 years now, and we haven't fished together, and
Right.
so
Exactly.
I think that's the cool part of it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Brother caught an osprey on top water, and we had to use the net.
Me too.
DW boat, yeah, that birds and nets, seagulls was my thing. Like, seagulls and turtles, gators here. Caught a lot of gators. John, Bassmaster is last week of May.
May 30th?
May 31st and 30th, I think.
30th, 31st, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I know, Steve. I know. We'll have to figure something out, man. maybe next year, or we figure something out this year. If there's, I think the easiest thing for us to do with Steve would find like a kayak adventure series event. That's halfway. I think that's what we'll have to be to do with him, or just plan a trip halfway, like in Tennessee or
Or he
somewhere.
can
He's
fuck it up.
that's a
Fuck it
long
up.
hike, man. Yeah, I wouldn't, you know.
What's up, Steve?
No, Kevin, that's the no limit.
Okay,
February
yeah.
21st is the native no limit. So the end of May is the Bassmaster.
Bassmaster Kayak Series.
The Eco Fishing 250. When is that, Steve?
Yeah, yeah. I would go out there and fish it.
I would love to, but the problem is, well, the kids are young, man. It's real hard. You know, there'll be a time, and that's the thing I'm starting to realize too. Like, even with the plastics, is like being out there at night. Like, I've been making a lot less baits at night and doing it during the day. Because like it's so nice to just like sit inside and chill and enjoy it. The kids are gonna grow up and be gone, and I'm gonna be able to go out and fish and do whatever when they're gone, right? Like, so
And that
October
time
towards the end.
to be here before you know it.
Yeah, I draw the line on gators. My brother is going overboard. They're, I don't know, they're fun. The gators are interesting. I
I
may
mean,
sight cast for
I'd be
them, but
lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous about it, but
they don't mess with you. You're good. Yeah, John, Bassmaster is at the end of May. Also, I think Queen City is doing a joint with Bassmasters. So if you're familiar with Queen City, they're joint. You know, that's what I want to do this year as a yeah, phase the cast events that I really wanted to hit. I had two, Florida, and then the one in the James River, cheerleading. My daughter has cheerleading competitions, and it just didn't line up. Because I was going to try to link up with the guys from Dark Horse Tackle and a few other people to fish it, but it's not going to work. Not going to work. End of May is my wedding. Oh man, that's right. Steve, do you remember the? I need to buy that for Steve. Never mind, I can't say it. It has to be a wedding gift. You remember what he said he wanted to wear?
No, I don't remember that.
He's not as dumb as he says he is. He'll probably remember. I have to get him something made. It's in the shape of his favorite plastic that I have.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind gators, but phasing that, so yeah. The gators are interesting. It's just, you know,
there's here and there.
What event you fishing in Florida? So I'm not fishing anything in Florida. We myself and a teammate, we were gonna fish the no limit. Was it the no limit that they're doing this month there? One of whatever, right? And we decided to FRAGO, and we're gonna fish the no limit here, because he can come up this way, and I'm gonna go back down to Florida at a later time and hit headwaters in Okeechobee up again to have a second go at it. So no events down there. I'm not a big event guy, right? I do a lot of content. I own the bait brand. It's just like an extra thing I can't get myself super involved with, or I'll, you know, ignore the other responsibilities. I like get obsessive personality almost. And so monthly tournaments are about as much as I can handle before I take things too serious and put other things aside I need to focus on. So.
All right.
Oh, it's September. Okay. Little gators will hit about anything. Yep, that is true. They do.
Yeah, so we used to try to catch them. Not try to catch them, but we would antagonize them a little bit.
FaZe, you're fine. I was catching them on an inflatable Osprey.
Yeah, you were.
Yep. Yeah. Now they don't do anything to you. They scared of you, except if it's mating season, then they'll rush you. Which, yes, don't have an inflatable. They're fast. They are not like, they don't swim under the water at you. They come up on plane, tuck their little arms back, and they shoot their tails. So they're fast across the water. NRS CUDA. I don't do gators. I sold my Osprey because of it, so I don't blame you. It's just I didn't know where I was fishing had gators, and I was out on the inflatable, and then you know, Course,
And then you found out that it did. That's great. All right. He says, I was at Fort Stewart for 1.5 years. We messed with gators and turtles and snakes and anything else we found. Yeah.
I think Patricia's saying May is top water.
Yeah. Water.
So May is really, really kind of that juggle month here, right? Like, so our most productive months are March and April. I frog year round. Alex will tell you, I'll throw a frog when people say not to throw a frog. That's just what I do. I top water fish. That's what I enjoy. May, June, July is one of those, you got to hit them early, and then you're stuck on trees and punching, without giving out too much. I mean, it's just the topwater bite here is such a small window at that time of year. You can get one or two stragglers, but it's not something to burn up a tournament trying to accomplish. So they like sharks.
You just punch them in the nose and they'll leave you
No,
alone.
Kevin, you just shove metal grippers in their mouth and you pose them in front of a camera and then they chill out for you. Or like the bigger ones, the 6 and 7 foot ones I caught will just like sit there with their mouth open because they can't close their mouth because there's a frog jammed in it. And I'm just like, dude, let me get a video real quick of you. And then yep, paddle, pop it out, and they're good to go. So.
Yeah, I don't think it works.
Yeah, Faze, I'm from Maryland. So same thing, freaked me out. I was in a pond and you see a big old gator pop up. And I'm like, what's he going to do?
It's a dinosaur.
And then they're laying in people's backyard sunbathing, watching you fish. And I'm just like, oh, they look like they have a little smile. They're fat. They don't want anything to do with me. And then I sold the inflatable and got a hard kayak again because we don't need that nonsense.
It's just a little more security.
You'll be all right. Anybody that comes to Santee will be fine. It's just be aware of the bank lines. They do lay under pads like bass. So if you hear something blow up and it's off a little bit, it's probably a gator. It's not so much of a pop as like a slap. The babies will chase. They're like dogs. You have to like cast your frog to the right to get them to go away, and then you can hit what you want real quick. They sit there and wag their tails like dogs and chase your frogs. It's hilarious, but they don't really mess with you too much unless you're trying to provoke them.
Yeah.
And don't hug the bank lines. Just don't do it in May. Don't get like super shallow where you can't see on bottom or around you if you're not used to them, right? Because it's just better to be safe. So
yeah,
8 to 9 foot female rush me on a boat, Cooper. Yep. No, they don't. When they want to rush you, they'll come after you, and they're fast too. They're fast.
Yeah, we've all seen some of those horror videos of the guys
on Florida. Winter Haven chain of lakes. Okay, I'll have to take note.
He said, "Don't give my spots away." Oh, I've seen Spees fishing there. There's no fish there. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's Spees. Oh, I don't catch baby fish, bro. I ain't going there. Have to dog him. He changed his name because he moved to a new area code.
No,
right?
That's still the Georgia area
Is
code.
It?
Yep.
Didn't you change it somewhere, Justin? I think you changed it somewhere on TikTok or I don't know. It's weird because you don't see someone's logo on YouTube, right? It just shows the YouTube thing. If I saw their like logos or their clip art that they use on other socials, I can usually pick out who it is pretty quick. Yeah, they do. They swim faster than the NK300.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'll have to when I come down there, man, I'll have to hit you up. We went last year to pick up the one kayak and it it stormed halfway through the day and I had to jet early. But Headwaters was fun. We caught 2 dozen fish a piece. Pretty good. John, I don't, but shoot me a message. So for Alex knows, went through some supplier issues with plastic that was just, it wasn't acceptable to me. So we swapped to a new brand. So I'm doing some testing. That's why my site is low on some things. But if that's something you want, I can get it for you on the side. That's fine. I just got to get back to testing salt blend in this new plastic and figure it out and weigh them, and then we'll be good to go. So
my computer is being goofy with the comment section tonight. I don't like it. I don't know what's going on. Usually I would like credit it to a dead mouse, but this is a laptop, so
Well, I'm on my phone, and you saw my problems trying to get like
yeah.
I'm a man of consistency, and when I went to log in, I was like, oh yeah, I already know how to get in this, and then I saw it was a new app. I was like, oh, okay, let me figure this out. Yeah, Headwaters is fun. Headwaters was a lot of fun. Very similar to how I fish here on Santee. Our speed worm, the private, this guy right there.
Mhm.
That's the money bait in Headwaters when we've been down there, and for our friends down there, that's where it got its first workout before I started selling it. So it's a fun place.
Bunch of grass.
I love it. Yeah, we are. We're doing I'm only doing one event. I don't travel and do events. I have, still work for the government in some capacity. I'm retired Army, but I do so video we're gonna talk. We're gonna do the Santee one at least to finish that question, just to
Yeah.
meet up and do it.
Yeah, I'm just doing the Santee one. Other than that, I'm gonna fish 2 more of the Georgia Bass Nation tournaments, and then that'll be it for bass stuff or Bassmaster or anything like that.
Kevin Takaw, that's actually on my list. Funny enough, that general vicinity area is like a hit list for us. It's just kind of far, and you guys, most of you know, I fish when I have the chance when kids are at school or whatever, right? A little less on the weekends. And it's a little far for me, but it's apparently pretty good. John, do I edit on my phone?
Edit on your phone or the computer?
Depends. Long form content, computer, because I can see everything easier. All my overlays and stuff are in there, and I can color render easier. Everything else is on my phone. I try to use platform specific apps, right? Because they feed off of that. So right now I'm using Meta Edits more than anything else, because the audio is already there. You don't have to go searching for audio or add it later on in post-production. And also it exports it, for free. It's a free app. It exports at full resolution. So it's been pretty good. Orange Lake is great. I've heard it's good. Taking the private to kiss me. Oh yeah, Tyler. Let me know how it goes, man. The private's the baby. I never fished a speedworm until I moved here. And now Alex, I never have it off. I'm always throwing it.
Yep.
I love it. Love it.
Oh, I don't have any news as of right now for the local trail. Just stay tuned. Me and Sham have been talking about it, and he's working some stuff out. So there will be a trail. I can tell you that it'll be in the fall, and it'll be on electric only reservoirs.
Ooh.
So there's that. It'll be fall, winter, and electric only.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. That's what we decided to go with. Just because if we try to do it now, like if we try to drop it now, we're dropping it late. And then there's not much room, right? Because of the Bass Nation schedule. And most of the guys around here, if they have to pick one tournament, they're gonna pick that Bass Nation schedule over any. Yeah, and I think looking to start like that. He wants me to work. We'll look into that.
We definitely got to get an FNGO kayak meetup together.
Sure.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. There's a lot of us talk to the same people. That's why the kayak community is cool. It's pretty tight knit, especially geographically speaking. Yeah, Kevin, when you come up, it's going to be a great time. That time of year is really fun to fish. The fish are getting back, you can catch in any technique really that time of year, honestly. I love the October, November time frame. I had a lot of fun. I just had a really bad curse this year. Towards the end of the year, I had the 1975 curse. Every bag was 1975 full.
I had a
And I'm like,
6.75 curse for a while.
man, it didn't elude me. I couldn't, it eluded me forever that I just need a 1/4 inch. Like, just let me get a 20. And This year's been a good start so far. I got a 22.75, a 27.5, a 19 and a quarter, and then 2 cullfish I need to get rid of. But Chris is at 100 inches this month. I'm at 95. So
I haven't been fishing yet this year.
I know.
I haven't been fishing all year. It's killing me.
Hey, look, Alex was keeping up with us on Lanier, and that's
Yeah.
really respectful, when you're getting spots, like, so it's pretty cool.
That September or August or September bag I had though, that was all largemouth except for
Oh,
one.
that's true. Yeah, you had those big ones.
Except for one.
Yeah.
Fish.
I think it's fun. I considered starting I used to run tournaments. I used to do them for the snakehead scene, and I just kind of got the only way to do it where it's not like expensive to the angler is doing it by Excel sheet, and that's just so hard to manage. And I don't want to pay for the chaos and the tourney X, right? Like just for a fun event. So, because I thought about doing one through TFC, like a followers tournament, right, and then do it that way. But it's just a lot of work. It is a lot of work to run a trail.
It is. You got to have like a team of people that all have their own role and do a different job because it's a lot to put on one person, especially if you work and have a family and all that.
It is. Being a TD is it's a volunteer job. So, you're not getting paid to do it, and it's a lot of stress. Justin says you need to come down to Headwaters.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I need put a frog in your hand, let you go at it.
If I cross that Florida state line, I'm going. There's likely only one place I'm going.
Where?
Disney World, baby.
Yeah, that's my wife's favorite place, I'm sure. I jokingly said let's move to Florida. And I was like, you can just be near Disney. But I have too many friends here now. I wouldn't move again.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's same. I moved up here for that job that I used to work at, and when we parted ways, people were like, "Well, where are you going to go?" I'm like, "I'm not going anywhere. Staying right where I'm at. I like it here. I'm just going to find a new spot."
Hey, Justin, Florida fishing is better than here. No, I wouldn't say that. It's different than here, but I think everywhere has its, Maryland was awesome too. I mean, I was catching more fish up in Maryland than I am here. It's just here I'm catching the size, right? And I had smallmouth up there and whatever. So I need to mute our chat. They're going ham. Let's see. Yeah, John, if you're trying to fish it in May, I don't know if Relax still has rooms, but definitely let me know if you're going to fish it. We can meet up. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll all be there. Myself, Alex, Thad's coming in. Who else? Chris.
Is
Greg.
That one too? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Greg's coming up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then Rudy was talking about fishing it too.
We need to get
a lot of
We need to get Josh down there too.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Miss my nights with Alex on Lanier.
Oh yeah.
Little date nights.
Fish with me a lot. We would go out and fish dock lights and stuff.
Yeah, that's fun. BBT in the morning.
He was out there fishing with me one night. Well, and I was wearing the fish out. And Justin's like, couldn't get a bite. Told him what I was
all right. It's all right, Steve.
Saying, not getting a bite. And I'm like, dude, what color is it? And he's like, well, it's this one. And I'm like, no, dude. So I throw him some worms. Boom, changed his life.
Steve is sad. Steve is sad boy. It's all right, Steve. We'll put you on a monitor and bring you around with us.
You just reschedule your wedding, man. It's no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Just let Kelly know. Yeah, we're gonna push this off. I'm going fishing.
She'll understand. Fishing comes first.
Give her the pre-warning of marriage now. Yeah, I'm going fishing. Yeah. Yep, that's right, Kevin. You're
Yep.
right. Steve, oh, Steve already printed my identifier. I was going to say, I'm going to get a sticker made of Steve's face and put it on my identifier. So when I bump board fish, I'll be like, Steve's with me.
He's just looking at him, looking at everyone. He said, "Hell no, I'll die."
Yeah.
Great.
No, I'm gonna make a joke. We need to make a Steve voodoo doll. Bring
You
it
got to
on.
get a 5-pound bag of black and blue swagger sticks. Because
You saw what happened to Chris? Do you see Chris's little skit he did?
dude.
He said that to me. I started dying. I'm like, are you kidding me, man? Yeah. Yeah.
That had me dying. I watched it
Yeah.
right before I got on here.
Yeah. Steve, I'm gonna order at some point. Print the identifier like normal. Print the one I sent you whenever you have a time like normal, but I'm gonna have you do a picture card as a joke. I want you to send me a picture card of you holding your smallie, and I'll just bring it on the trip. Be like, Steve's with us, everybody. A Steve kayak hood ornament. That's right.
Yeah, there
Yep.
you go.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I get an SMK identifier. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah, our local club, every member gets Trash Panda decals, SMK.
yeah. Have you ever fished Lanier, Andrew?
Not me.
No, no. He wants to though. We'll get him out here one day.
Yeah, it's
Get him on some spots.
yeah, it will happen. It's just it's all scheduling. You know, obviously I've taken breaks from going live on TikTok. I don't go live anymore. I don't do a lot of that stuff anymore just because of time. Like Alex knows it's hard to get me on a night to come on here just because we have cheerleading almost every night, and
No.
so it's no, we'll get down there.
Doing like live shows a lot. I mean, that's a job. It's a job, you know.
Yeah, man, like it is. And now, you know, with another factor is our kids get up. We get up at 6 to 6:20 in the morning with the kids as before we get up at 7, right? So like if I'm out there once they go to bed, say 9, an hour of running plastic does nothing for me. Like if I don't have 2 or 3 hours, I don't even go out there because it's pointless. It's not enough time to do anything besides inventory or something else. So like the lives just kind of dissipated. Fishing lives I'm gonna start doing again. I think with the Titan, I'll have more room to set up a camera where I need it. You know how I am with camera stuff. I want it in the spot. And I'm not fishing a little different. Like once the bite picks up and I'm consistently catching, like and can show techniques, that's what we'll be doing. So
yeah, because that's the hardest thing about the crawdads are spitting up crawdads, or spots are spitting up crawdads and orange. All right, Roger that. That's the hardest thing for me about going live is like pressure, I guess, kind of too, like to get on them and stay on them because nobody wants to sit there and watch you cast over and over and over.
Well, there's a line, right? Because if you can talk and engage while you're casting and keep up with comments and keep up with, then people will do it because they know it's fishing, right? But like obviously if you're more comfortable not talking, catching fish, like you got to catch fish. And you know, luckily, you know, the pond area I was fishing was like great. It's just it's done. It's dead. It's not like last year, so I can't just go there to go live or hang out and whatever. I'm on Santee, and if I'm on Santee and it's windy, no. The last thing I want to do is turn a camera on and mess around with it out there. It's, you know, yep, it's me. Just me, John. Social media, manufacturing, everything. I have Alex and the team to help me with design stuff now. Before we put together the bass side of the house, it was me drawing all the baits and getting test molds and testing them just by myself. But now I have them to help me with the test mold stuff and drawing. But yeah, it's 100% me. So if you see a black and blue swagger stick sell out, it's because one, I ran out of plastic and they're not restocking in sync. Or two, I haven't had time to get out there and do it, which has been lately because of holidays. So,
Or he did restock it and one of us bought them all.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to like, for y'all, now that this new stuff I have, it's going to make life a lot easier. Swaggers, like when I make anything salted, I have a different set of equipment because I don't want the salt touching the other injectors, and it's just a lot different of prep and things that go into the salted baits, right? So like it's gonna be easier now. But for like Chris Platts and Thad, if those dudes see green pumpkin or black and blue, they'll go in there and buy all of them. Like, and then Alex is like, "Is there anything left? Like, is there anything left?" Like, now I got them all. And I don't even have any personal ones. Like, I had probably about 5 packs worth for myself, and I decided to put them in bags and add them to the site because you guys wanted them. So I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
how
had to
did
go.
those?"
I had to get you to go and make my own black and blue variant so that I could get all of them.
Kevin, really good actually. So once I get caught up from the holidays with MREs, I don't stop posting on social media, even if I sell out, right? Because then you lose momentum. TFC's Facebook page has grown by like 6,000 followers in like 2 months because we had stuff just start going off, and I'm stuck making MREs every day now. That's until that hype goes away again. That's my number one bait. I'm going to focus that one. The sand private, phenomenal. Looks great. It's going to be a really good bed fishing color too. And then this copper, this I'm going to call it Pro Copper, right? I made this one color that's like been killer. And then watermelon candy. Those are the only 3 that I've been testing that are they need to be added to the private lineup, especially with bed season coming up. That sand is going to be like, it's going to be money. It's perfect. It's subtle, it's translucent, but you can see it on a bed really easily. So
A sand MRE.
Steve, I'll make you sand MREs on the side because most people don't recognize that you can Ned rig fish that, and sand is a very popular color. Like it's like almost like a goby or a baby suckerfish color, right? So I'd honestly put sand on some sort of bone or white. A white chatterbait with sand is like a little contrast, like bone with orange and black flake, right? And then you got the white.
Steve seems like a Ned rig kind of guy too.
It does. I could see Steve putting a Ned rig on and just like, yeah. I could see Steve putting a net on and just like getting distracted in his own head, like squirrel. And he's just like hanging off the side of his PWR in a river, like just shaking a Ned rig.
Yeah.
Like I could totally see him doing that. Like, oh, look how beautiful it is here. Just like Ned rigging on the bottom of the river. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. The MRE is, yeah, we got to get on the other molds here soon. That's the next goal. So
yes.
Yeah, I know. You and Thad want that smaller paddle tail. It's coming.
And that worm too.
I know. It's just, you know how, and then I got to gear up for frog season here. So that's a whole nother animal that will consume my life for 4 months. So
yeah, it will. Because you've got, especially where you're at, dude. You've got the topwater frogs. You've got tack-toed frogs.
Well, the snakehead scene clears me out of frogs. So choking on my own spit here. Yeah, the snakehead guys, they like demolish, the hollow bodies. So
yeah,
it's usually like, it's all you deal with. So.
All right. Well, we've been going hour and 53. I am tired, really tired. So.
Yeah, I hear kids in baths upstairs, and I know my wife is like, when is the cavalry coming? Because I'm the yeller at bedtime. Get to bed. It's my time.
The enforcer.
Yeah. And plus, I think she's probably sitting up there with the baby rabbits right now, just like.
Oh, yeah, you guys got those now, too. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for coming, and thanks for taking some time out, hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate it. Made the Wednesday show happen. So,
yeah.
Coming on, we'll have them back again multiple times, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, man, it's always fun. And to everybody in the chat, it's good catching up. And again, if you're local, right, and you want a demo test on Santee or check out Festive Water,
Yeah,
hit us
if you
up.
want a demo test on Lanier,
Yeah, demo test in the Santee area. Hit me up. You know, we'll get you set up and answer any questions you want. That's on a platform. You can test my kayaks out and see how you like them. But no, I appreciate it, man. It's fun. Glad the Plastic Boat Nation got our own
I know.
time slot.
Yeah, we
Didn't-
did. And I'm glad he was cool with me switching it. I was like, dude, this is
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be there Monday pretty much, so we need to change nights. So
yeah. No, that's awesome. No, it's good talking to everybody. And again, I appreciate you, man.
yeah, I appreciate you and I appreciate all of you guys because you make the show what it is, and we could not do this without you. So tune in tomorrow, and Danny will be back with a lunch break and tomorrow night with another Livewell. So you guys have a good night, and y'all stay warm out there. Appreciate it.